Geir, you were originally indicted on 6 counts. 2 were then dismissed, and out of the remaining 4, you were found guilty on 1 count. What's your reaction?
Well, look at the original indictment. There were 5 substantive counts of indictment, 2 of them dismissed, and on 3 of them I am found not guilty. The only remaining count of indictment is a formalistic one, having to do with how we discuss things at cabinet meetings. It has nothing whatsoever to do with the origins of the financial crisis. Therefore, in my view, it's ridiculous. I mean, the charge was ridiculous, and the conclusion, the verdict on this is also ridiculous. And but you know, if you look at the 6 counts, and if you look at that the guilty verdict comes with no punishment, and I'm awarded a big sum in legal fees, I can only say that I won this case easily, and the people who brought the case, they lost it, and they should think of what the political consequences for themselves should be. I think they should resign.
Do you think that you've been completely vindicated of your role in the global financial crisis with today's verdict?
I don't think I had a particular role in the global financial crisis. Of course, I was in charge of the government here when the global financial crisis hit us. But it's very difficult to establish causality or guilt on the part of one particular person. I don't shy away from my responsibilities, but I have not committed criminal acts, and that's the important thing in the running of this country and in preparing things back in 2008. And I think this court outcome shows and confirms that, even though there is this formalistic detail where I was found guilty without punishment.
You say that the trial was politically motivated. Could you please explain why?
Yes, I'll be happy to explain that. It was a political majority in Parliament that brought this case forward. It later turned out that this parliamentary majority had shrunk and was no longer a majority. But through some parliamentary maneuvers, it was the new majority that had been created was not able to withdraw the indictment. I think the objective of those behind this political process were to discredit me personally and to hurt my political party in a way that it would never recover. This has not been successful, so much I can tell you.
You've said that you might bring this case to the European Court of Human Rights. Could you explain why?
Yes, because I think the outcome of this one particular count is ridiculous, and I'm going to go over that with my lawyers, whether or not that's a possibility that we should investigate. And in that case, we should also have the court look at some irregularities that occurred here in the beginning of this case. But like I said, we have not reviewed this yet, so we'll have to see.
Do you think this trial will precipitate more trials over Icelandic politicians in the future?
Well, I was hoping not. I was hoping it wouldn't, because it would be a change in our political culture. And but of course, it's not for me to tell. I'm no longer in politics. But I would hope that we could still work together across different political parties, across the political aisle, like we used to do in this country before this trial came up, and poisoned the atmosphere in the politics of this country. I would not recommend other trials of this kind.
What does the future bear? Do you see yourself re-entering politics, or what are your future plans now?
I can tell you in all honesty, I have no idea. The first person I will discuss that with will be my wife, and I haven't had the time to do that yet.
Thank you.